Well, it's Doug from Doug's Earhole Entertainment, and tonight I just want to kind of go over a little bit of good news, really, with Harley. You all know Harley from my videos. He's he's come through his bladder infection with flying colors. Friday, we had to take a, not to be graphic, but a urine specimen into the vet again. Get my earbud out here, and it was clear. He's been 6 weeks on antibiotics, 3 different types of antibiotics, and so I'm grateful for everybody that watches the videos. That really helps. I do tell him about every comment that I get on here, and he seems to listen. You know, he probably knows English better than I do. I don't know, but we do appreciate you, and every comment, every watch, every view we have. We're over 500 subscribers now. It's probably mostly due to him, so I probably should cameo him. But you know, I play guitar, and I'm in the mini studio here, just kind of laying this out a little bit. Give you a little heads up, and a little information about me, so that you people have more of a tangible reason to watch my videos than that. I'm 57 years old, and getting back into guitar. That's about all I've got about my guitar playing. It's rough, and I know that, but my whole focus right now is on Harley. He's 15 plus. I do have another dog and a little cat, just to let you know. I take care of squirrels a little bit too. We have like a little wildlife release activity out here. So far this year they've brought 12 various types of squirrels out, and I feed them. You know, I've got the chickens, turkeys, ducks, and geese. You've seen all those videos too. You probably get tired of them, but go back and watch them. It's kind of interesting. My coop is pretty well built, I think. It's an ATV carport with a Suncast plastic shed attached to it. Very sanitary. I can go in there with a garden hose, and I do this 2 to sometimes 3 times a day, and spray all the matter out. It's got a 1-degree slope to the south and southeast corner, so it all kind of goes out into a channel and then funnels away with a little like a Roman sewer system that I've got built out there. So it stays very sanitary. I spray it with it's not a chemical, it's vinegar is what I spray in there, and it kind of helps keep any odor down, but there really is no smell. You could come out there and think you were walking into your house. So that's about it on the chickens. We're coming into winter, and I need to put more corn to them. That helps them with their heat. Corn will put off more heat for them, so I'm starting to drift in corn into their feed a little bit more, so their coop actually stays a little cleaner when they eat more corn and other meal in there. So I still do throw pumpkins in, fruit, vegetables, whatever I've got left over. You can throw grass in there and eat it. You can tell I like wildlife a lot too, but I also like my guitar playing. I'm not very good, but I've always liked a guitar. I'm an old heavy metal rocker, you know. I played in a little garage band before and that, and you know, it all fizzles out, but I enjoy playing for myself, I guess. And now with this new YouTube format, I get to kind of play haphazardly my stuff that I like, and hopefully you guys listen to it. Most of the stuff of my backing tracks for my videos is my own creation. I don't copy anybody's stuff, you know, so there's no patent, you know, no copyright infringements or anything like that. I just put my own stuff out there. I enjoy doing that. You know, I'll probably never make any money doing that, but boy, it's kind of neat having this medium to express your art, I guess you'd call it. So I do have some new pedals on my pedal board down here that you've probably seen my pedal board, people that watch my guitar videos and that. Well, so here's that pedal board. I don't really subscribe to, you have to have everything in an exact order. I mean, I'm not good enough to really figure all that out, but just to kind of go through it, my comes from my guitar into a 6-band EQ to a Phase 90, which is Eddie Van Halen used one of those. He's got his own signature thing. An MXR, I like MXR, as you can tell. I've got 3 in a row here. A chorus, and then my newest pedal is this carbon copy delay. I'd wanted one of those for a long time, as well as the Ibanez Tube Screamer. I've got a Ditto looper here. Next in the signal chain is a Blues Driver, and then it goes over into a noise gate. I've got a wah pedal. It's a mini Crybaby wah, but I don't have that hooked in because I just kind of pulled out that from where the MXR carbon copy went. So that's just kind of sitting there on the board. It's all Velcro based. This up here is for the modulation amp, which I'll pull my curtain back here and give you kind of a look at it. That's what my Mustang 3 looks like. It's a great amp. I mean, it's 100 watt, so I can, in the house here, I can only keep it on 1, and that's plenty loud. I mean, I don't like to blast it too loud and ruin the dog's ears or anything like that. So 100 watts, that's crazy, and it is loud. I have cranked it up before. So yeah, that's my whole rig, really. It goes right over here to the Dave Murray Fender Signature Strat. This thing is awesome, by the way. His signature's on the back of the headstock. I don't need to show you that. I've got a new strap, a nice little LM leather strap here that didn't cost very much. I think it was $15. Holy cow, I've paid more than that for a nylon one. It's got the hot rails in the neck and in the bridge here. It's got an awesome Floyd Rose. Look at that pearlescent pick guard. Man, that's awesome. And it's also got a humbucker in the middle. So it's a very, very, very nice guitar, for me at least. And I know this is kind of rambling, but I'm kind of giving you an overview of everything that goes on in my spare time, which is not very much, I'll tell you. Made in Mexico, which they really produce a very high quality instrument, very high quality. I had it run through a Plek, and anybody that knows guitars know what it's like, a CNC machine to level out the frets and make sure everything's right. And they adjust all the truss rod and various things to that I'm not smart enough to figure out, but they are, and that's what they get paid for. It costs. It's pretty expensive. I do have over here a bass. That's what I used to play in the band, was a bass. It didn't take much effort for me to learn that, I guess. And then I have one of my original guitars that I bought when I first started getting more serious about it. It's a Jackson Dinky, and I really like this, though I've got it tuned down a half step, because there's a lot of the old 80s stuff that I listen to that is tuned down a half step or sometimes a whole step. And with the Floyd Rose and the little fine adjusting here tuners, if you know anything about Floyd Rose, I can get it down there pretty quick. I've also got a handy little thing down here. It's a Drop D Tuner, Eddie Van Halen's creation, you pull it out and drop it in, and it's like a spring activated thing. It'll drop that low E string down to a D from standard tuning. So it's pretty cool. Though I still have to do a little fine adjustment to it. I had to take a router and kind of route out a little bit of the wood to get it to fit. Countersunk a little bit, so I had to just hollow it out. So, you know, those are my guitars. I use a Fender Mustang 3 modulation amp, but I have it all set to just like a Marshall sound. I never could afford a Marshall or anything like that, and hopefully someday I'll get one. But it's a modulation amp, so you can make it emulate different amps, like a Princeton Reverb or whatever. If you know anything about guitars, that's a coveted amp too. Princeton Reverb, Champ, Marshall. Now it's a Fender, so it does its best to emulate that. So I'd like to thank you for watching my video. I was squinting because I wear glasses most of the time, or contacts, and I can't see real well without either of those items. So yeah, please like and subscribe and share this video.